trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalk.
What a snag by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, and he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to pop the draw. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They got it. It's blocked. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Kennedy. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The UCLA offense is back on the the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Coastal Carolina.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for him.
And it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was
going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. He's looking to throw it. Fires it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletion.
And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. It's complete! A huge pickup! He's brought down, but there's a... This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adapting. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the... and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of a defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Here on 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. And the Bruins get enough to move the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go. Wide out in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. A 3rd and long coming up here. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Humphries. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a ball, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Everett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. And the pass is intercepted.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the league. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got his man.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate